Okay, so I have that. I have the beat itself in here, and you know what? Let me get Chris's track in here, so I can hear what's going on. So I don't know this song very well, as far as everything. So I'm gonna listen to how you have these drums, and I'm gonna start hearing his actual voice and trying to decipher exactly where that downbeat is on his vocal. That's what my goal is right now.
Disgusting. This ain't disgusting.
So I should start beginning.
That person expect in this world.
My flow disgusting. This ain't rap. It's an open discussion.
So
Disgusting. This ain't rap.
He says disgusting. The duh is on the downbeat.
Disgusting. This ain't rap. It's a disgusting. This ain't my flow. My flow.
So the first thing. Oh, how do you stretch waveforms? Okay. So you can move this up. Right, this little crease right here, you're going to see a symbol change here. You're going to see this little symbol has like an arrow, another arrow, and I can just pull that sucker down like that. See that, Call? And I can do that to both of them. So now I have that waveform like that. Then you have your zoom in and out from there. So now I can really see. And then I have this here where I can move this real estate up and down from there. Got it? That's what we do. That's what I do. Try to help you out on here. Okay, so let me go back to his vocal.
My flow disgusting. My flow disgusting. This ain't rap. It's an open discussion. That just happened to happen.
So what I'm gonna do is I should have just dragged the track here. I didn't realize that. So let me bring the track into the waveform section here. Because I know when it comes to doing acapella blends, like how was your kind of take on it, Call? Or adjust?
On the blend from the...
Just doing blends on DJ stuff. When you first started, what always threw you off?
For me, I think it was trying to figure out
When
to, I guess you're trying to figure out the downbeat right now. So trying to figure out when to actually... bring it in, especially if he's saying something right before.
Exactly.
If it's not starting on the one, then it's like, okay, how would you do it? Was the trick that you taught me was that, like, if you know the whole line, it's just like, okay, well, how would I say this?
Exactly.
How would I say it on top of the other instrumental?
Yep.
And then, kind of go from there.
My flow.
Let me see here. Oh, I got to take off this scene here so you don't hear that. There we go. Okay.
My flow disgusting. This ain't rap. It's an open discussion.
See how that's off? Because you would assume that the downbeat, the first word is the downbeat. That's not the case. So what I'm going to do is try to adjust this a bit more. I should have deleted this. I'm going to move this up. It's getting in the way. Oh, no. I guess I'm stuck with that. All good. So just know, see all this blank space right here? You could just move that closer. So now you can really fine tune how you're gonna move this.
My flow disgusting. Say rap is an open discussion.
I can tell I'm too early on that.
My flow disgusting. Say rap is an open discussion. That just happened to happen over percussion. I know I'm a glutton, overconsumption. I eat the beat, but it's a treat like they be older and rustic. Just wait, it's about to get 8, like taking 4 from a dozen. No formal induction. You in the dome of destruction. This microphone is a musket. Stop it.
There you go.
It's getting hot when you're close to the oven. You turn the toaster closer, it's coming. Then all of a sudden it's here. And I ain't sure for nothing. Forget your money and clothes. See, I just want the Holy Ghost in abundance. I'm fully instructions. It's like I opened the onion. You ain't no grown man if you ain't never cried over something, but you supposed to know when it's something.
Bam, son. Bam, son.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that. Well, that took 2 minutes. But the reason that happened so quickly is we got to pretend we're like FBI agents with this shit. Like, let me see here. Sorry about that. I can tell I'm fucking blasting away on shit. I got an engineer here, man. I can't fuck up, bro. I can't fuck up my dynamics, dog. So,
my flow disgusting.
Okay, so that's that.
My flow disgusting. This ain't rap, it's an open discussion. Not just happen to happen.
I could probably move it a little bit further back.
My flow disgusting. This ain't rap, it's an open discussion. Not just happen to happen over percussion. I know I'm a glutton, over consumption.
Okay, where he says glutton, that's where a downbeat should hit.
My flow disgusting. This ain't rap.
So I know it's throwing you off. When he says disgusting, it's in between two sounds, which that to a general person that might sound like it's already off. But I use the reference of your downbeat of how he rapped on there, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let that one slide. I'm gonna see how the rest sounds and see if that's trailing off.
My flow disgusting. This ain't rap, it's an open discussion. Not just happen to happen over percussion. I know I'm a glutton, over consumption. I eat the beat, but it's a treat like they be older and rustic. Just wait, it's about to get ate like taking 4 from a dozen. No formal induction. You in the dome of destruction. This microphone is a musket. Stop it. It's getting hot like when you're close to the oven. You turn the toaster closer, it's coming. Then all of a sudden it's there. But I ain't short for nothing. Forget your money and
see, I can tell it's starting to go a little ahead from there.
Sudden is here, but I ain't short for nothing. Forget your money and clothes. See, I just want the Holy Ghost in abundance. I'm fully instruction. It's like I opened the onion. You ain't no grown man if you ain't never cried over something. What you supposed to know?
Yep, I actually moved it too much. Okay.
My flow disgusting. This ain't rap, it's an open discussion. Not just happen to happen over percussion. I know I'm a glutton, over consumption.
The big key word here is glutton. That definitely lands on a downbeat. And it's no coincidence that we're trying to just double check that it's really, really on that downbeat. So I'm going to look for the word glutton because that's a distinct word that's landing because that's almost the punchline ender for that. So I know that's hitting right on a downbeat. And if my beat isn't on that, that's what I'm trying to find for that to land.
My flow disgusting. This ain't rap, it's an open discussion. Not just happen to happen over percussion. I know I'm a glutton, over
glutton. No, I'm a glutton.
My flow disgusting. This ain't rap, it's an open discussion. Not just happen to happen over percussion. I know I'm a glutton, over consumption. I eat the beat, but it's a treat like they be older and rustic. Just wait, it's about to get ate like taking 4 from a dozen. No formal induction. You in the dome of destruction. This microphone is a musket. Stop it. It's getting hot like when you're close to the oven. You turn the toaster closer, it's coming. Then all of a sudden it's here. But I ain't short for nothing. Forget your.
That little breath is also a tool that you can use right there.
Then all of a sudden it's here. But I ain't short for nothing. Forget your money and clothes. See, I just want the Holy Ghost in abundance. I'm fully instruction. It's like
instruction also lands on an actual like downbeat, like the snare, like on the 2 right there. These are all just different points in the track that I'm trying to put a certification on. Like, okay, this is still on point. Again, there's going to be subtlety to it. Like, it's just because. So, like, this is where a lot of people get twisted too, like with Serato or like any program that already brings in a track and says it's already stretched. That could be fine and good, but your ears are the ultimate distinction of everything.
Yeah.
You know, because we were like, well, it went into studio and it says it's BPM sync to it, and it's, you don't know, like if in the beginning of the track, like it picked up a sneeze from the engineer, and it read that grid, and then everything is based on the fucking sneeze at the beginning. And you have no idea that it did that because the next thing is like, well, how do I fix that? Oh, we'll fix it in the grid. How the fuck do I do that? That's like your next tier system. So just because it says it's that tempo when you brought it in, do not let that be the fucking stamp of approval. Your stamp of approval is these 2 things here, your left ear and your right ear. Even visually, don't let the visual also dictate that. Fucking close your eyes and listen to the shit.
Yeah.
You know? Fucking Stevie Wonder and them didn't have no goddamn screen when they first started. He couldn't see shit. That's to debate now, but they were going off listening. That's vital to it. If anything, ask your like what I would do too is like know his rap, like to what Just said, like know how his rap goes, and shit. Tell Chris like, hey, send me your actual rap, like all your verses, and then you rap it out to your beat. Try to rap to it. Glutton, and you'll start kind of figuring out how to piece it together from there. All about practice. Just try to put acapellas over a bunch of shit. It's going to sound like garbage when you first try it because you haven't found your FBI clues on what to do. Your kind of scientific method of doing shit. You know? It's like you have to have a game plan. Do not, I know I'm going on a fucking rant here, but do not play the fucking hope game on this. Like, I don't want you to put an acapella in there and be like, I think it's right. It could be. Make sure it sounds good. Don't wing it. Practice first winging it, but you're going to have to start. It's tough because I know it's a challenge for a lot of people, like especially on beat maker types, where 9 times out of 10 when they first attempt it, it always sounds off. Always. Because you haven't really gone on like a DJ side of things, so we're like mixing records all the time and hearing how lyrics sit in a mix, like sit in an arrangement or a beat structure. Like, because we can immediately tell if something's off. It's like innate. So you're just trying to build up that skill. And it's not to knock on anybody with it. It's just, it does take time, but you have to figure out what tools you need, and you have to figure out of a method to certify that you like how that lands. Just do not use hope as your plan A. That's what you don't want to do. You want to be certain about it from there. And it's going to take practice because you're questioning everything you do when you first start. Because you're like, does that sound right? I don't know. What do you think? Does that sound right? I don't know. It's like you have to start kind of flipping that script a little bit better. I know that was a little rant, but hopefully it made sense.
No, yeah. It's important.
It just happened to happen over percussion. I know I'm a glutton, over consumption. I eat the beat, but it's a treat like they be older and rustic.
So,
just wait, it's about to get 8, like taking 4 from a dozen. No formula.
I'll try to let it run and see if it trails off.
It's getting hot when you're close to the oven. You turn the toaster closer, it's coming, then all of a sudden it's here. But I ain't sure for nothing.
Like
forget your money and clothes. See, I just want the Holy Ghost in abundance. I'm fully instruction. It's like I opened the onion. You ain't no grown man if you ain't never cried over something. But you supposed to know when it's something and know when it's nothing. Most of you frontin', you ain't grown, see you as old as McLovin. I got friends that's below the beloved, and there's no rope that I could throw for them to tug it like a boat when it's sunken. What's the matter? I can't rap and still do my deeds. Like you won't listen to the gospel if it's over beats. You know what happens to a car when it overheats? All these emotions in my life, I need my soul to speak. What's the matter? I can't help but just move along. Like you won't listen to me preach if it's on a song. I guarantee no matter what, the sun comes out tomorrow. I can't teach how you teach, but it doesn't mean it's wrong. It's the hardest and say rap, it's a sword when it's sharpened. This is cold, it's the pole in the Arctics. This is it, this is it.
So it's pretty damn close all the way through. What I would do is I can tell that this is the hook, and I can tell I'm a little ahead here. Just a little bit. Right here. So if I bring that back.
Like a boat when it's sunken.
So what I would do for something like... So this is a way I can try to test to make sure my hooks are on point. So, but somebody's going to say, well, should it all line up? Yes and no, because also this beat wasn't made for this song. So there's going to be differences on the drum programming that kind of create this illusion that it is off because of how the cadence is with the original versus the track that I'm putting it over. So that's why I try to do like these little adjustments if I need to. So right here,
like a boat when it's sunken.
So I'm going to create a split right here. So let me see if it'll actually let me get that far. Because I'm trying to let Serato... Come on, let me get to that section there. Come on. Oh, let me take quantize off. That's probably why. So all I want to do is bang screw. All right. You know what? Let me see. I'm going to try to do a chop there. So to do the chop, it's Command E to do a split. So now I have a split there. But what I really want to do is create a split here. Oh, okay, I know what I'll do. So I'm going to move this here. See, there's this gap here. Now I can drag this here like that. But now I'm going to try to drag this over just a little bit. Let's see if this helps. It's basically the same, yeah.
sunken. What's the matter? I can't rap and still do my deeds. Like you won't listen to the gospel if it's over beats. You know what happens to a car when it overheats? All these emotions in my life, I need my soul to speak. What's the matter? I can't help but just move along. Like you won't listen to me preach if it's on a song. I guarantee no matter what, the sun comes out tomorrow. I can't teach how you teach, but it doesn't mean it's wrong. It's the hardest. They say rap is a sword when it's sharpened. This is cold as the pole in the Arctics. This is it. This is sick. This is throwing a barfing. Locked in, scoping the target. I'm closing the market. Hop in and hold your harness. I popped in with 10 toes on the carpet. Lifting my hands up to God like I was showing my armpits. You play.
So you said, can you acapella over the beat? What do you mean? That's what I just did. Is that what you were referring to? But do you see the again, it's not to bash anybody on this. It's just this is definitely a tough skill set to learn. Because this is definitely on intermediate DJ level, even advanced level of doing acapellas over different beats. Because at the same time, with this one, this is 82. You could literally put a fucking merengue beat on top of this. It might sound ridiculously stupid, but you could do that. It's just finding where the downbeat is of the drum programming to the words. That's my biggest kind of tool to help me figure out if things are lining up how they should from there.